Well, what's going on, everybody? Today's a special day. We're doing a very unconventional hot pot for you. I like to call it a redneck hot pot because I'm using fondue. Let's get started. So I got her. She's heating up nice and hot. I'm going to throw some onions and some garlic in there, just right quick. I like to season the pot first before I get the broth going. I'm going to throw that in there with some chili olive oil. Oh, there we go. There we go. Spoon. I'm gonna stir that up. Oh yeah. I like to get that frying down a bit before I get into making the broth. Today we're going with something super simple, a little pre-made packaged Sichuan hot pot broth, which is what I like to do. Sichuan's my favorite. I like it spicy. We've also got the Sichuan peppers, and the chili flakes are going to go in here too. Now this is cooked down a fair bit. Getting that flavor in there, that's the important part for me. Browning that garlic and those onions. Really bringing out the aroma of that olive oil. Also like to get my mushrooms in there. My mushrooms in there and get them just started with that coating before I throw the water in there and then the broth. And then we're going to let that simmer for a bit. Alright. So we got our water in there, and we're going to add our broth. I like it nice and spicy. Tons of flavor in here. Get that broth going. And just because I do this so much already, more chili flakes. Tons more chili flakes, and then that Sichuan pepper. Definitely doubling up on that Sichuan pepper. I absolutely go nuts for this stuff. Get our wooden spoon out. We've got the heat cranked on this fondue pot. We're going to let her come up to a good boil. We're going to let her boil for probably a couple minutes before we get to putting anything in there. Oh, this is gonna be good. Stay tuned. Now she's just starting to boil. I've got a few secret weapons I like to toss in here with the broth. Oyster sauce is a big one for me. Can't seem to find my fish sauce. Fish sauce would go in there too. I also got the garlic chili paste. For sure, a couple teaspoons of that. Always helps. Adds that level of flavor, and then just a little bit. Whatever you got, tomato juice, Kamado Juice. I like to put about a half a cup of that in there. Just to add that little bit of tomato base. Now, like I said, this is totally unconventional. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I've been doing this for years, modifying it to my own liking. This is what I like. Definitely find that little bit of tomato, it sticks to the brisket, gives a nice finish to that lamb. It kind of holds the seasoning a bit better, which I absolutely love. And like I said, we're going to let this boil now for 5 or 10 minutes before we start adding ingredients. Alright, she's been boiling for quite a few minutes now. That broth is definitely getting where we want her to go. I like to wait it out a little bit before adding any of the food items. Get your little ladle out. Oh, that's spicy. You got to get a good taste going. Boom, it's all there. So now, I'm going to start off with a couple of these big old shrimps. Drop them right in the pot. You can even do this like having fun, the old fondue thing, right? Use the fondue skewers if you want. There's a million ways of doing this. It's all fantastic. So we're gonna get those shrimp in there. Let it come back up to a boil. Boom. Sometimes you throw the shells in there too. Totally up to you. Find the shells definitely add to the broth. This is, oh, beautiful beef. Absolutely beautiful beef. I like to go to my Korean or my Vietnamese butchers, and they always have awesome hot pot stuff on hand. Just be real gentle with it. I'm definitely going to throw a few pieces in there while it's starting to bubble up, just because I'm hungry and I can't wait to have a quick bite of something. So we're going to give her just a little stir. Let her keep bubbling away there. Oh, look at that. Hot pot is definitely one of my favorite snacks. Sliced lamb, come on. Never go wrong with lamb. From frozen, eh? Everything's from frozen is the easiest way for prep. Having company over, you pull it out, dish it out, bang, there you go. Look at that. Look at that lamb, beef. And then this is that flat iron steak. Look at the marbling. Look at the marbling on that flat iron steak. This is just deadly. Cannot wait to get into this. A little crack there, boom, just to loosen her up. You get in there so you're not breaking everything up. And there we go. There we go. Also, fun part of hot pot is mixing up your sauces, right? This hoisin, hot peppers, peanut, soy sauce, whatever you want, anything goes. That's the fun part about hot pot, is it's always growing and changing. It can be whatever you want it to be, just like the fondue. It's a really neat thing. I love to do this when I'm watching movies with my friends. We set this whole big smorgasbord of everything up, have a couple of these pots going, one sweet, one sour, one super spicy like the Sichuan, and it's an amazing time. So yeah, we're gonna let these go for another minute or so, and then we'll do some taste testing, some dipping. So here we are. These have been boiling along a little bit. Got some good time. You want to keep a dish separate from the raw to the cooked. Oh, get back here. This is half the fun, catching these little beauties. Oh, look at that. Beautiful shrimp. Oh, there we go. Some meat. Gonna scoop some of this out. Now, like I said, this is a rolling thing. You can be adding and subtracting to this like a big communal pot. It's just fantastic how this works. Look at that. I like to pull them up, let them cool off just a little bit. You can also get spoons with holes in them. Makes this a little easier. I like the fun of the catch is my my beautiful fun time here. Like I said, I love getting together with friends doing this. So here we go. Beautiful piece of beef there. Dipped in whatever sauce you're making. Half the fun is making your own crazy sauces. This is a hoisin, garlic chili pepper, with a splash of soy sauce, a little tiny bit of sesame. Absolutely amazing, and this is the fun about hot pot. You can do this all afternoon. You can do this all morning. This is actually first thing in the morning. People are all still asleep in my house, and I'm doing a brisket, lamb, flank steak, shrimp breakfast by myself while I'm watching YouTube. It's a fantastic time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Click subscribe. There's all kinds of weird videos you're going to be seeing here and there and everywhere. Barbecue, hot pot, whatever you want. I'm going to be doing pho here soon. Pho's a huge favorite of mine. Be adventurous with your cooking. If you're not, you're missing out. This is an awesome experience. If you ever get the chance to go out and do this in the city at your local hot pot place, definitely hit it up. I actually like to drink the broth too. Oh, so good. So spicy. Cleans you right up. Oh. Sichuan hot pot for Mel. Big win. Thanks for following along, everybody. And I almost forgot, at the tail end, when all the meat is done, all your fish balls and everything are cooked and eaten, and you just got this simmering pot of super heavy broth that's had all the flavors of everything else in there, you know what you can do? Noodles. Toss some noodles in there. Any kind of noodles you want. Let them soak down in that broth, and guess what? You got a beautiful little finishing touch in there, don't you? Let them soak up that broth. Throw them on a plate. A little bit more hot sauce, whatever you want. The noodles will suck up the essence of everything that's been slow cooking in there all day. Those noodles are going to change your life. This is the magic of hot pot. You can do anything you want with it. Look at the sweat. Because it's so spicy. That Sichuan is my absolute favorite. And these noodles are going to be to die for. Thanks for following along. Check it out. Hot pot. Oh yeah.